Hello, welcome back to Strange Horticulture. Oh, it's day 6, Wednesday, and apparently it's raining again. And the last clue we had was this one. The old man of Coniston looks out across the lake with blind eyes. His mind wanders with the current, floating gently southwards to the fork, which I think is actually probably one of the most cryptic clues we've had so far. Most of them have actually been fairly obvious, but I think we can work this one out. Let's pet the cat first, though. While we've got full will to explore, before we get any customers in, let's just pull this on top. So I'm guessing Coniston is going to be a place on the map, and we should find that first. Gosforth, Scarfell Pipe. Would it be a big place? Torva? Foxfield, Coniston. Oh, it's thundery, not just raining. I actually love this kind of weather. Not just because it's atmospheric for the game. Just how far is Rustland, Lowick? See, I don't even remember ever seeing Coniston. Maybe it's not a big place. Maybe I'm wrong in looking for like a big city. Maybe it's just a tiny mention. These are all... I don't think it's going to be a mountain, right? Coniston. Is this going to be one of those things where I'm... Ah! Coniston. It's Coniston Water. The Old Man. Okay, the Old Man's actually a mountain next to Coniston Water. So the Old Man of Coniston looks out across the lake with blind eyes. So that is the lake. And his mind wanders with the current, floating gently southwards to the fork. Okay, so we're going southwards towards the fork of the river. Is it going to be at the fork? Let's try the fork. The heavens open up as I reach the fork. Yes, it was that one. I take a moment to pause and listen to the sound of water on water. I'm soaked through, but my spirits are high as I return home. I'm not empty-handed. 2 new plants today. Excellent. What did we get? Oh, they're pretty ones too. Okay. Let's put our map away. We're done with adventuring for now. One more pet for the cat. And let's get our first customer, Eleanor Bramer. The insects make the salt marshes uninhabitable. People stay away and not much grows there, but I know where to find an unusual plant. Okay. I've drawn you a map in case you decide it's worth your time. Oh, thank you. That was quite a random one. We did get lots of will to explore, but this is a very zoomed in map that she's given us. Let's see if we can work it out. So we've got... I think this is going to be the most obvious thing, isn't it? It's obviously coming in from the sea. So I'm going to look on this side. Is it here? Does it look like that? I think it does. But then... I guess that would be the... It depends what this is. Is there anything else that looks like it might be it? These little things have to be the waves, right, that are over there. There's nothing else on here that's like that. Everything else is a lake. Or a river. So I think it must be that. But then if this bit is that, what is this? This? Where the land kind of changes? So maybe here? I'm going to go for here. The air is thick with flying, biting insects, an unbearable plague. I fight against it for mere moments before I'm overwhelmed. If only I had some blue winter to keep them at bay. Winter ball. Ah, okay. Maybe it was right, but first I need to work out if I've got winter boar. So we need the book for this. Do I? I don't remember ever seeing that. Also known as blue aloe or blue winter after its cool blue-grey flowers, winterboar is a hardy plant, often found growing in extreme cold environments. Oh, I think maybe I did get that earlier. The rubbery leaves make an effective insect repellent when applied to the skin. Okay, so we're looking for cool blue-grey flowers. Do any of you already have a winterboar label? No. Maybe this one? Grey-blue flowers with an orange centre. It's got to be that one. It looks so similar to the picture, we're going for it. Yay! It is winterboar. The blue winter saves my skin, but the swirling mass of insects is so thick in places that it's hard to see. At length, I come across what I came for and hurry away. Okay, well, that's fine. And we also got Dranthium as a new page, a plant with powerful mind-altering abilities. Those who inhale smoke from burning its long, sharp leaves elevate their awareness to levels otherwise unachievable. Some know Dranthium as green eye, a name derived from the telltale sign of overdose, where even the whites of the eyes take on a green tint. Well, that sounds terrifying. That's definitely getting a red label, but winterboar is a good one. Winterboar gets a yellow label. So this is winterboar, and we'll put insect repellent. Perfect. Yeah, new plant looks kind of terrifying too. That looks like it could be poisonous. Maybe it won't be. Bethany Coleman. Thank you for your help and discretion earlier. You're welcome. The Sisterhood is grateful, but the news that the Ardor was poisoned with gilded dendra has everyone worried. That's understandable. The temporary acting Ardor is panicking. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but one of the sisters has gone missing. A runaway called Thea that we took in a few years ago. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. We're trying to find her, and Sister Charlotte remembered that the Jacob's Worth plant is said to help locate people. Okay, let me check if I've got that. Jacob's Worth. Oh, it is on the list. I was about to say I don't have it on my list. People tend to be drawn to the unusual flowers of the Jacob's Worth, but it is the leaves that have the most interesting properties. Okay, so it has unusual flowers. It said they will point the way towards any person you wish to locate and have been used successfully to find many a lost wanderer out on the fells. Okay, so it has leaves that look like this, but I'm also looking for a flower that stands out. It doesn't mention what colour it is, so that doesn't help me with my new colour system. This one? That looks quite similar. The leaves seem to have a mind of their own. Okay, that sounds very likely. It does have pretty unusual flowers. We'll do a quick check to make sure nothing else really looks like it, but I'm fairly sure this is going to be it. Yeah, I think this is it. Yes. And we got Solomon's Scepter as our new page, also known alarmingly as Hell's Gate and sometimes Solomon's Scorn. The flowers of the plant are commonly used in witchcraft and other satanic practices. Many sweet smelling small flowers grow along the stem. Oh. I mean, the end bit sounded nice, but not so much the rest of it. Let's put our label on Jacob's Worth. Are they suspecting that the woman who's gone missing might be the murderer, or that she might have also been killed? Because either of those seems like a good possibility. Peggy Morris. I don't recognise her. I read about a wonderful sounding ornamental plant, but my book didn't say what it was called or where to find it. Okay, what did it say? It has curled leaves and a dark blue flower. Well, that's very vague. Curled leaves and a dark blue flower. Could it be this? The Lady of Summer? mean, that's the only one with properly curly leaves. Or this, lemon dandy. No, that's too light. It's a dark blue flower. Was it this one? Yeah. I already identified that one. We've got this. Ennis Aylford. Oh, hello again. We've had our eye on you for some time now. Have you? Why? Join us. Praise the Dendru. That was a bit ominous, to be honest. I represent a group called the Seeds of Redemption. Your expertise would be very useful to us, and we have much to offer in return. Let us know we can count on you by leaving a single St. John's poppy flower outside the Sadgill Church before Friday. Do not make the mistake of ignoring us. Praise the Dendru. I mean, you're inviting me and telling me I'm special, but you're also basically threatening me. So I don't know if you're really good people. On the other hand, I do have pretty good expertise here, and I do kind of want to find out what you want me to do. Leave a St. John's poppy outside Sadgill Church. Sadgill Church. Okay, I'll think about it. Verona Green. Again. Hello. I've returned from Swinside. I must admit I was hoping for more to go on, but there were certainly signs of a ritual having been performed at the Stone Circle. Okay, that also doesn't sound good. And the poor victim? Well, the less said about him, the better. Oh. Reuben had it right, though. Grizzly. I have the beginnings of a theory, but I'd like to run some tests on a sample of the gilded dendra. Okay, I think I already have that one, right? Oh, I haven't identified that. Do not drink the sap of this plant. The lips and veins will turn black as the blood succumbs to dendrous miasma. The poison is so potent, even touching the leaves can be painful. Right. We've got like tall, long leaves. It's definitely not going to be with the fungi. Dark blue petals are soft and feathery to the touch. My fingers ache from handling this plant. Okay, it could be that one. Because even touching the leaves is painful. No similar clue on that one. That one's too obvious. Like the bulb is too obvious. Definitely not that. That sounds too nice. Yeah, I think we're going to go for that one. Is this it? Yeah. We're on a roll today. And we've got Maiden Sorrow page. Rubbing the soft leaves of this plant between one's finger and thumb is said to help prevent the mind from wandering, providing a focusing effect. The flowers of this plant droop mournfully, but it is the thorns along the stem that are thought to lend its name. Aw, it's kind of sad. Okay, let's put a red label on gilded dendra, because that is definitely poison. And wood. I think you're new as well, right? My aunt died 2 weeks ago and I inherited her house. Oh, sorry. I've been sifting through her possessions and last night I found something unusual. Okay, you don't actually sound that sad. In a forgotten corner of the attic, I found a coffin. Okay, more unusual still, it was bound by strong vines. So strong that I cannot cut through them. That is a weird find. I immediately thought of your shop. You know about plants, right? Huh? I mean, yeah, but I don't know why somebody would be hiding a coffin in their attic. Royal Gentia. It's not what we've identified. Sometimes called Everheart, the pink flowers of the Royal Gentia are made up of 2 large kidney-shaped petals. That sounds like it's going to be really obvious. Is it this one? One of the few known ways to release the bind of Swift Snare is to apply a paste created from the sap of Royal Gentia. It's got to be that one. Perfect. And And that's the last one of the day. The petals of this flower can be brewed to create an antidote to dendrous miasma, a deadly poison that causes the blood to slowly turn black, even resulting in a painful death. Okay, this one's a really useful one. So this one's elderfinium. It has an intoxicating scent similar to that of Solomon's scepter. It's always worrying when it says, this is similar to another plant. Especially if one of the plants is poisonous, but I don't think Solomon's scepter was. So this one's Royal Gentia. Release. That's not how you spell swift. Swift snare. Okay, that was a pretty productive day. Before we go, so that one's done. I'm just going to put that back. Before we go, I want to see whether we can actually go to the Sadgil Church. I'm guessing that's what we would do. So there's Sadgil. He said I had to do this before Friday. It's Wednesday right now. So, I mean, technically, we can just wait until tomorrow. That thing isn't anything to do with that, is it? No, that's totally different. This is going to be a tricky decision because I do want to know what they're up to, but I also feel like they're not good people. Okay, that's one to think about for the next day. Now, let's see what our surprise is going to be. New card. 5 miles south of the tallest but one, it grows in peace in the midday sun. That's got to be a mountain, right? Okay, I think we can do this one. Before she left, she returned to her hiding place and carefully retrieved the book, her excitement building as she did. She couldn't articulate what was so alluring to her about the book, but by now it had become an obsession. The book isn't going to be good, is it? Okay, good clues to end the day with, and potentially a tricky decision to make tomorrow. So thank you so much for watching. We will actually quickly start the next day. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to find out what decisions we make and what's going to happen in the next one, please consider subscribing, liking the video, and we'll continue to the next day of Strange Horticulture next time. Bye!